Good morning to everyone. My presentation will be quite very straightforward. That's leveraging social media for entrepreneurs and business. In fact, this is one of the topics that I like most because a lot of people within our age class and those that are below us are using social media for all sorts of things. And as I said the other time here, social media is made up of algorithms. So it is what you choose to watch is what is being shown to you. So it's based on the preference that you have is what is going to be shown to you. In fact, after my PhD, I was working with a firm in the US in data science that we actually use individual data that you do to show you the interest. So it's a form of marketing where companies talk to my company. So based on your credit card information, based on your visits that you have on social media, we use all of them to actually recommend to you products. So we call them recommended systems under machine learning in data science that recommend to you a lot of things that you need. So you go to your Facebook or you go to your Instagram, wherever it is, then you see a certain advert. You don't be like, how did these people get to know that I'm looking for this? Yes, we've studied you. We know you. We know what your interests are based on your footprint that you leave on the internet. We know everything that you have interest in. So if you are a business or entrepreneur, it gives you the vast interest for you to move into this space so that you can target their audience. But today, let me look at some of the things that has come all around. In 2019, 2018, I would have talked of this based on a certain issue or a certain idea, but 2020 changed everything. 2020, we have the COVID and the post-COVID era. In 2020, I had opportunity invited by two scientific associations to speak on what we call the quantum leap in technology. So in the quantum leap in technology, we got to know that in the 2020 alone and to 2021, the adoption of technology was very high, that we achieved something that could have taken us a decade to achieve. So even though we all know the disadvantages of COVID, but we can say in terms of technological leap, actually, we got a lot of plus there. To extend that, the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, actually made this, that somewhere in 2020 April, they have achieved what they actually projected in 2025. So that takes you that huge improvement that we had under technology from that particular onset for COVID. So the COVID actually led us to take a lot of this. But zero into social media, the question now comes, what is actually social media? What do you talk about social media? So social media is a very broad topic that we talked about. So actually social media is any tool or service that uses the internet to facilitate conversation. So any tool that is available for you to facilitate conversation is what we term as social media. So if you go to the internet, we have several of these available for us to use. What are social media tools or the platforms that are available to us? The platforms that are available to us on social media will include what we call the social networks. So you have a Facebook, you have Instagram, and all of that are available to us. You have blogs, you have bloggers that do their works, you have microblogs, you have Twitter, and so all those family, and then you have media sharing sites that you're able to put your medias across, so like Bitly and all those handles that were created. You can use it as a form of social media that we have. What are some examples of social media? The social media example is very broad. This is not just Facebook alone. So we have what we call the communication and promotional tools. And these are the blogs, the visual content that you have, the videos, the audios. That's where YouTube and all those things come into play. Then you have the social media network. So you have the Facebook, and then you have the others that comes into it. Then you have the organization efficiencies. Because organizations also use some form of social media for efficiency's sake. So you have wikis, crowdsource, you have share, access store, cloud collaboration. Then you have what is out there. What is out there that people knows a lot, that they actually refer to. We include Facebook for friends. We include Twitter for communications. Ning for organization. You have LinkedIn for colleagues, professional. MySpace, you have Meetup offline, you have TikTok, you have Twitter, you have all the other ones, Instagram, and so on and so forth. And the new one that keeps on coming. This in particular one, you have WeChat also, depending on the continent where you find yourself, actually tells you the dominant of the social media that is available to you. So let's go to a little bit statistics today. Eugene, I'm taking up your work a little bit and show the world. We have the general outline worldwide. So in worldwide, what we have here is that as of 2022 January, the social media activities and then the technological update will come this month. We are at the end of the month, so we're expecting that within the first 2 weeks of February, this information will be out. So as of January 2022, we have about 7.9 billion people around the world. And the unique mobile phone users were around 5.3 billion, which account for 67.1% of the population. Then you have internet users, which was 4.95 billion, which account for 62.5% of the population. And then you have active social media users, which is a whopping 4.6 billion, that account for 58.4% of all people on this planet Earth. So that tells you the enormous leverage available out there. Now, based on this, the digital growth that we've had over the year, the total population, we just have about plus 80 million people that actually added to the population. We have the unique mobile users, it grew up by 1.8%. That is about 95 million new mobile users were added. Then you have internet users that we have about 182 million, it grew by 4%. And then you have the active social media users that grew by 10%. So it tells you the year on growth for social media is very, very high. That business needs to take advantage of. Then the internet users over the time has moved up greatly. So you can see it goes on every year round. Now, overview of the social media space, then you know that the social media space has every year go up. It has never been stagnant in any particular year. Now, the average time user, the time that people spend on social media worldwide is 2 hours, 27 minutes. And we are expecting it to go up because as more contents are being created, we are going to have more of people spending time on social media. Then, what is the favorite social media platform worldwide? It's WhatsApp. WhatsApp remains the favorite social media platform, followed by Instagram, Facebook, WeChat, Douyin, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, and then the rest will follow that. However, when it comes to the world's most used social media platform, it is rather Facebook, followed by YouTube. Then you have WhatsApp, then you have Instagram. So that is how it is. And this informs an entrepreneur about what to do and where to go. So the media, the social media, and the consumers. Normally, we the consumers that are on social media, what we do is at the basic level is we want to exchange information, collaborate with others, have conversation. So it's up to you, the business or the entrepreneur, to know whether you have to jump into this conversation and see how best you can convince your consumers. So social media do have objectives. It's actually you have to listen and learn, build relationship and awareness, promote products and services, manage your reputation, and then you improve your systems. So those are the things that you have to take advantage of. So how do you leverage this as a business? To leverage this, you have some points. It's not exhaustive, but these are the ones that I would like to talk about. So the first one is that you have to choose your platform. All the platforms are not built equally. So it depends on the one that you have interest in. Post on relevant social media networks. So what are the social media networks that are relevant to you, that you have to make your businesses known to them? Optimize content for each platform. It's what you put on Facebook is not the same as the one you put on Twitter. What you put on YouTube is not the same of the one that you put on Facebook. They have different intent. So you have to know which one you have to optimize to reach your audience. Then talk with your audience and be consistent. When we say talk with, it's different from talk to. Talk to means I'm giving you the information. There's no feedback. But talk with your audience, it means they have to participate. So there should be a constant engagement. So you have to be active, engage the followers, respond to negative feedback. Normally when you're on Facebook and there's a business and you put anything there, whenever there is a negative feedback, you must respond to it. And I remember in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, I slept in a hotel and I went there and I quickly went to their blog and I wanted to rate them, and I read that the road that I used was too bumpy to the hotel. Within few minutes, they engaged me and said that, oh, then you used the back road. You should have used the front road. But this tells us that you now have the experience for you to now be able to go to the seaside and exercise the donkey jump. So they are just using this as a method of giving me a feedback. So I asked myself, what is the donkey job they are looking for? So I look in the on internet, and I found out, just about 3 hours from where I am, they have a tourism center where they do the donkey jump. So he's telling me that because I've experienced the bumping, I can now do that. We have one example in Ghana here. I don't have to mention the media house. That the person engaged because we were complaining, we are not giving us a good content. But what the guy told me was that he felt that, yes, we will do more. But as you know, for now it's Christmas time, so whole menu is Ghana culture. You will show it. So you see the way he's responding to negative social media feedbacks, and it was quite very interesting. You have to also offer customer service on your social media network. You have to tie the business to its outcomes. You have to show a new side of your business for you as an entrepreneur, for people to know what you're doing. Always not only information or product alone. Give us the behind the scenes, some small videos behind the scenes. It catches people's attention onto your social media. Then pay to promote your post. That is very important to me. Pay to promote your post. For instance, if I'm sitting out there and I have a new social media page that I'm using it to sell my products, it will not be known. So maybe I have to call Eugene. We have Adam, we have Love FM, we have Insha. Insha has one of the strongest Facebook followers that we have in Ghana. So I'll come to Love FM. Can you people post my product for me? Right, you have to just pay, not as much as you do on that traditional advertisement, but you do have to do it. Because when you get that backing for a media station to promote you, it is very awesome, because you get to reach the length of where that particular media is. So if you come to Love FM and Love FM post your product under some of their topics out there, you get to reach some people that you will not have reached under normal circumstances. So what are the best practices that you have? You have to post relevant content. That's very important to me. You have to understand the demographics. Your product, which type of the population are you targeting? Because remember, you have only few people, only few age group that are on Instagram. So Instagram is normally for the youth. So if you are targeting the youth, you should know which one to go. Then you have quality over quantity. You must post the most essential things on your handles. Then you have to interact with them also. You have to listen to them, respond to their feedback. Then you have to use the paid content that I have talked to. However, there are also risks. It is not everybody within your team that is supposed to pay or post on social media. There should be what we call social authority in every entrepreneurship setting. So who approves what? So for instance, when it comes to finance, who approves what to put on our social media site? When it comes to other business ventures, who's approved what? So that you were able to put the most critical content on social media. So it has a very large following out there that you can leverage on it and make yourself known. But right now, when you are not known, make it part of your budget. Look at the media house that can help you greatly. Go to them, talk to them. Dave, this is what I'm doing. This is my product. I want to post it under Love FM. And you talk to them, because when you have a well-branded, already established institute promoting your business, is one of the best ways. Because remember, social media is all about branding. Thank you.
Well, I think that I have enjoyed the presentation, although you did a little more than the required or stipulated time, but it was worth listening to you. And for those of you who have made time to be with us on Facebook, I'm sure that you have seen the slides and have taken your own time to read it and all. Keep it somewhere, and if so, go back to it when the need arises. I'm supposed to ask at least 2 questions if there need be, but unfortunately, I don't think I have any question because I wanted to talk about a few things you talked about. For example, to choose the platform. You also talked about optimizing, what you put there and all that. I was going to ask, how do you do that? But I think along the line you talked about it, where you talked it,
the aspect to the social authority.
So you tackled that for me as well. So I think I'm okay. But there are people who will say that, listen, this is a startup business. I want to make use of social media. You have talked about the use of traditional media like Love FM that has, Facebook. And we manage it very well. We're credible and all that. So you're saying that people should fall on stations like Love FM that have good social media presence to make use of. There are others who also think that, listen, I want to have a lot of people follow me, watch what I have and all, and they would want to use bloggers. Would you advise that they use bloggers?
Well, everybody has a choice, but if I'm advising you, remember, whoever posts your works contributes to your branding. That is the most important thing. What we know in the business is that it's difficult for an established institution branding to go down than an individual. So, for instance, am I like to go with a blogger? Well, that would depend on me. But if a blogger goes down and is involved in a scandal, it affects my product. So I will always choose an established media house.
I would always choose an established media house to always work with. How do you also ensure, I like the bit about engagement, but I just want to ask this question. How do you just make sure that people do not see your products and just flip, but they see it, it catches their attention and they buy?
Well, one of the things is making good of what we call visualization.
Okay.
So whenever you are targeting your audience, make sure that you put in something that will catch them. So visualization is one of the best things that you can use. So once they see it, it just catches their attention. So instead of you to go for what we call works, go for infographics. Use infographics to represent the pictures. So that when you see the infographics, oh, okay, this looks nice. Can I have a look at it? Then it tells them to click. Remember, nobody on social media will spend time to read a 45-page thesis.
We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So at this point in time, you can also call us 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. Listen, Doctor is done with his presentation, making use of social media to maximize profits if you're a business person. What questions do you have for him? You can call us now. And if you also don't mind, if you want to send us what you call a voice message, you can still do the same using 055-11-11995. Social media, leveraging on social media to make your business thrive in 2023. You can call us now. You can call us now and let's hear from you. Okay. So the phone lines, like I said, is activated. Yes, there's a phone segment for each section. I mean, so each and every time one presentation is done with, we would activate the phone lines